Good morning. I'd like us to talk a little bit about managing mobile phone use with young people. We all know the story generally goes like this. We got them a phone so they could stay safe and be connected with us. But now they just use it incessantly and it's causing a communication rift in the family. We feel like we've lost them to their phone. Does it sound familiar? For many parents, arguments with their teens stem from the interruption of family time, incessant texting and the unrelenting presence of the phone, high drama when it's missing and the obsessive checking of social network sites. Parents report concerns about excessive and irresponsible communication, distraction, overstimulation, disrupted and diminished sleep, and the potential for car accidents when adolescents almost compulsively use their phone when they're driving. I know it sounds horrifying, but it's true. Firm limits are essential when it comes to phone use. And if you're a parent who's never set any limits, brace yourself and be prepared for your adolescent's rage when you do so. Stay calm, reflect their feelings, and simply state, I understand you're angry, and it seems really unfair right now. But this is my new request. Your phone goes in the drawer, in the kitchen, on aeroplane mode, during dinner and bedtime, and you'll get it back in the morning. Creating policies for phone use can be beneficial, such as have your phone charged and with you when you're out so that you can stay in touch. Maintain clear limits and commitment for adolescents to contribute financially if the limits are exceeded. And I'm big on that it's only if they're exceeded. And establish an understanding that the phone may be accessed by you if you are concerned about their safety or level of responsibility. I'm really big on this. It's only if you're concerned. I don't think we should be accessing our kids' phones just because we're the adult and we bought the phone, because it's like their private diary. It's a very private device. But if you're concerned about their safety, absolutely, you might need to access their phone. I always like to ask parents to consider their own mobile phone use and to ensure that it's not interfering in their relationship with their adolescent or at odds with the expectations you set with them. It's so tempting to check messages and emails as they come in. However, setting a good example and modelling the behaviour you want to see in your adolescent is crucial to their development. Know that your choices affect your adolescent far more than your words or the rules you set, and ensure that you're motivated to model good phone use. So, for example, when spending time with your teen or during meals, leave your phone on silent in the drawer with theirs. And when driving, pulling over if you need to check or respond to a text message, don't do it while you're driving, because we're showing them how to be responsible with that phone. You can maximise mobile phone safety by taking some precautions, such as having clear guidelines about the use, creating mobile-free periods to maximise family time. I've already mentioned dinner time, and parental guidance. It is important until an adolescent has the maturity and life experience to make good decisions, until you see them being more adult. Young teens need to be aware that their phone is not private, and it can be checked by you if you become aware of insensitive, inappropriate, or unkind texting, whether it's being received, forwarded, or if you feel that they're being unsafe. But that's the only time, again. And I would just have a very brief conversation about cyberbullying and appropriate phone use, because then they know what the parameters are for you. So within that, you might discuss safe texting and sexting. Remember, sexting refers to receiving or sending sexually explicit texts or naked or nearly naked pictures. And sexting often does occur in the context of romantic relationships where older adolescents may send pictures or provocative texts. However, unfortunately, they fail to anticipate the harm that can result from this behaviour. So I like to have the message of never text, say, or say anything you wouldn't want the whole world to see or hear. If you want something kept private, say it in person, not in text. Now, I'm so big on that with young people, and I practice that too. Develop a car starting routine for older adolescents to prevent them from using or checking phones. I've really been big on this with my girls. They put their phone in the glove box. They hop in, put their phone in the glove box, start their car. And I think for some teens, you might even need to negotiate a plan with them. So it might be put the phone on silent, put it out of reach, as I've said, the glove box or in the boot. And this safety routine just becomes ingrained. It's like wearing your seatbelt. I just want to have one more little brief mention on sexting, because there are potentially really significant legal consequences of sexting. The sending and forwarding of naked pictures of kids is classed as child pornography. And in some cases, sending these sext texts leads to adolescents being placed on the registered sex offenders list. This is so significant. So therefore, if your adolescent takes naked pictures of themselves and sends it electronically, it may be classed as child pornography. And adolescents need to know the seriousness of this emotionally, socially, and legally. So as we've discussed, firm limits are essential when it comes to phone use. And if you feel that you need more input with this, my Taming Teens book has lots of information, as does the online course with the same name, which you can find on the Anna Cohen & Co website. Enjoy your young person.